People, let me show you say Andrew Holness are wicked.
The government of Belgium donated 400 generators to assist Jamaica's ongoing recovery efforts.
And we're going to make those generators available. We're going to start with 50.
Stop defending foolishness and make it seem as if the JLP knows what they're doing. They do not know what they're doing.
Wagwan, beautiful and amazing people. So thank you so much for tuning in. And in today's video, we are going to talk about the Belgium donated generators to the people of Jamaica. So I know this story will make you feel like pause and feel like, what? Wait a minute, guys. That's exactly how Jamaicans felt this week when the news broke out that Belgium had donated generators to Jamaica. Yes, donated. And instead of simply distributing them to those who need them the most, the Prime Minister announced that they will be loaned out. Let's listen to these videos from Jamaicans themselves, their reactions, where they're saying, I'll be back, and continue with more and more analysis and commentary. Let's jump in.
How can they ship hundreds of generators to Jamaica for the people them will suffer? You see me, and bro God decide for loan the people them 50 out of it. Will you explain that to me, please? I may not get it. More somebody will have sense. Explain it, me understand. As why only 50 people are go get and the rest of people them not get it. Where rest they? Where Andrew do? You give people them in a politics? Or you give a family? Cause politics is basically a family business too. What take place? Do you know why I'm sending Melissa after election, because if it come before, you know say it would look good. And this one no vote for anyways. And this one no vote for. So I don't even complain. Andrew no like people come on TikTok and talk about him still, so I don't know it go, especially if you go viral a few times that expose the corruption. But anyways, Andrew put out threat basically say we not have freedom of speech, so I go start hide out from now. You can't catch me in the bushes.
And another thing we want to talk about, like, I don't remember which country it was, but they took 400 or 300 generators to Jamaica and give the Jamaican government. So now the Jamaican government wants to loan out these generators to people like business owners and so forth. My question is, if the generators were given by an outside source, right, a different government, another country, to Jamaican government to give to the people, why is it the Jamaican government feel the need to lend it out like it's like a FIDEM? You can't loan out something that is not yours. You were given them to give out to the people. Why are you gonna loan these people so when time them done, they don't forget to bring it back? Because a few people are saying that, oh, if the government lend them out, so when other people need it, them can't actually get it for borrow. I doubt that. Next thing you know, them are gonna have them in one room and then them take time missing little by little by little by little. Man, what's going on? What's really going on? It seems like these people who are give aid have to go directly go into these communities and give them out by themselves. It's like you can't give the government nothing to give people them. Like, make it make sense. And another thing, you will see a go live button somewhere right here. There's a go live fest currently going on to help grow your page. It will run from November 7th until the 14th, 2025. So you can always just click the link, click the go live right here. If you want, you don't have to go live, but going live will also help your platform to grow. So yes guys, the go live button there, just click it or just press on it and see the information that they're giving pertaining to going live and growing your platform. As I said, everybody wants to grow their platform, including me, and I know you want to grow your platform as well. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys.
People, let me show you say Andrew Holness are wicked. Andrew Holness said the people they need ID. Forget aid. People have got to dig up ID. Some people things under mud. People place flood out. So until them get them ID, them can't get no food. May I show you say Andrew Holness are wicked. When then they want to vote, and look at a polling station, did you need an ID? You didn't need any ID. What did they have? A black book. So why them can't get the black book? If you go verify, say John and Tom and Kerry and Simone. Why they not have a book? Where you say, alright, we confirm say Simone Harrison get boom, she signed feet, you have a mark down in your book. In the wake of a disaster, ladies and gentlemen, you got to go back to basics. You don't push a digital system. You don't push cashlessness. I talk about voucher. People don't wake up. Andrew Holness is the most dangerous weapon that has formed against the people of Jamaica. The people them actually they are hungry for days. And by the time them reach more than 1 week after, them still not reach some people, you know. I just watched a video a while ago of a lady who trapped under the rubble for 3 days. Trapped under the rubble for 3 days. So you tell me, say this a lady I know was trapped under the rubble for 3 days. Don't see Andrew Holness and then come round and I will get aid now and I forgot present her ID. And if she don't present it, she got dead for hunger further than how she dead for hunger already. Me say Andrew Holness is the weapon that has formed against the Jamaican people. Who no need for wake up this man worse than Hitler, me not take it back. This is treason against the people of Jamaica. It is aiding genocide. It is aiding genocide. Think about it. If the people don't get food, what happen to them? Thank God for people were independent. So what you tell me, say the government don't want to help the people them. The government want the people them dead for hungry. The people them want the government dead for hungry, that them want. How much that they want? What do want? Don't want to take away people in land? What do want to do? Huh? And that you don't want to do. Me just ask. Me never see nothing like this. When the people they want to vote, voting easy. They don't need the ID. They want food. After a disaster, them can't get food. Them have to have an ID.
Alright guys, let's talk about the loaning of the generators for a little bit. So the Prime Minister said he's loaning the generators. Right? We're talking about that first. So we were given 490. Thousands of Jamaicans lost power and are probably, I wouldn't say probably, are still out of power. Now think about it. If the Prime Minister gives each of these generators to other persons, let's say their powers come back on, what happens to the ones that are without, who need it? Now I can't say I disagree with this. I don't see any issue with him lending them and then retrieving them back so that other persons that are in need, when those that were given it at first power comes back on, can have access to them and can use them. So let's just think about that, guys. We can't cuss and go on. This is about the people. Now, things may be hidden underneath the information. We'll know at a later date, right? We will learn this at a later date. But as of now, he said he's loaning it. And the only thing I could think about is, when these people get back power, other persons that are without power could have access to them. Now, the issue is, they're going to do a pilot program of 50. You know, the JLP loves pilot programming stuff. Governments in general love pilot program. Now, I would say why, you know, why, you know, do. But anyways, like I said, let's watch it. Then now we can come to our own narratives or what we believe this was for or whatever before we start beating the dog, right? Let's just watch it first. Now, another thing, I'm not going to get too in depth with this yet because, like I said, we want to see how the situation unfolds. So this now is about the Prime Minister saying he's going to give food supplies, first aid supplies, whatever to locals on the ground to issue out. Now what I want to know, how will these people know who to issue it out? So I'm hearing stuff about vouchers, but how would people go about getting these vouchers? Like, I have so many questions, but like this, I'm going to save this last part for a video on its own. This is more so about the generators. The reason why I brought that up is because he mentioned that in the same statement. So we'll watch what's going on, guys. May I watch Funo? I may I listen Funo? But have a great Sunday, peeps.
Yo, me see people them a cuss the Prime Minister real bad. But honestly, I try meds and I watch and I try see where fi cuss him for, and me can't see where fi cuss the Prime Minister for right now. You understand? Because some of you people expect to see the Prime Minister a roll out a truck or a roll out 10 truckload like Spice a go down. But one don't know, the Prime Minister is working under a system. And that system consists of all the government workers, the police, the soldiers, the hardbem workers, and many more government company that is rolling out and helping the people. Them, me see the soldier them and kneel on people. Oh stop! Me see the soldier them and hand out food to the people. Them, me see the soldier them at work. Me see the police them at work. And the other day me did make a video and say, soldier, what kind of work you do? Now me see a piece of work chipping for the soldier them. So the soldier them have to work. So Andrew Holness work a system. Andrew Holness is running a system. You understand? So you're not going to see just one truckload. Every vehicle we are left from Kingston and go down, every soldier truck supposed to have in food. Every police vehicle have in food. When them a go up on the scene, them just now go with guns and shots alone. Them a go with food. You understand? And tools for help the people them. So that is Andrew Holness system. You get to me I say? This is somebody them a cuss about the generator them where Andrew Holness get from Belgium. Them generator them where Andrew Holness get from Belgium. You know things you have to give the people them for take. All them for give the people them big generator them for take, and the whole like other parish them in Jamaica just because them don't get the hurricane, them not have no generator. Then the generator them have to stay in one of the government them big warehouse. For if the next 2 years or the next 3 years or next hurricane come like that, them can take them out and loan them and give and lend them to them parish there again. So I saw the generator them have to rotate. Only thing me want to tell the government say Andrew Holness say when time them generator they in the warehouse I want to take them back and them in the warehouse. Make sure say none of the government work and sell them off. They put money in them bank account and sell the generator them because then generator they dear and then can run a company. You understand? So they can run probably half a one community them or a small community. The generator. So listen when me I say people, the generator them have a Jamaica, not for the people them where they in the affected community. You understand? Probably if it was so look small generator, them could have get them generator they put in them home, like them look small generator they we can just run a house. But then generator you have big generator where Belgium get Jamaica. For keep them so when time disaster reach Jamaica we not no light, we can draw for them any which place is affected. You understand? Because right now when Andrew Holness lend them out to Westmoreland and lend them out to St. Elizabeth, when time in collect them back and put them in a warehouse, if the next 2 years or next year or next hurricane come, our next parish need the generator them or other places or Jamaica need the generator them, Andrew Holness have to can roll them out because Belgium now go there to get no more generator. Belgium now get no more. You understand? So in a real life, hey mates.
And another thing I want to talk about, like I don't remember which country it was, but they took 400 or 300 generators to Jamaica and give the Jamaican government. So now the Jamaican government wants to loan out these generators to people like business owners and so forth. My question is, if the generators were given by an outside source, right? A different government, another country, to Jamaican government to give to the people, why is it the Jamaican government feel the need to lend it out like it's like a feed them? You can't loan out something that is not yours. You were given them to give out to the people. Why are you going to loan these people so when time them done, they will forget bring it back Because a few people are saying that, oh, if the government lend them out, so when other people need it, them can actually get it for borrow. I doubt that. Next thing you know, them are gonna have them in one room and then them take time missing little by little by little by little. Man, what's going on? What's really going on? It seems like these people who are give aid have to go directly go into these communities and give them out by themselves. It's like you can't give the government nothing to give people them. Like, make it make sense. And another thing, you will see a go live button somewhere right here. There's a go live fest currently going on to help grow your page. It will run from November 7th until the 14th, 2025. So you can always just click the link, click the go live right here. If you want, you don't have to go live, but going live will also help your platform to grow. So yes guys, the go live button there, just click it or just press on it and see the information that they're giving pertaining to going live and growing your platform. As I said, everybody wants to grow their platform, including me, and I know you want to grow your platform as well. But yeah, thanks for watching guys.
Belgium donate 400 generator to Jamaica. The people that go through the hurricane and don't have any light. Prime Minister Andrew Holness said he's gonna lend the generator to the people who don't have any light. I mean, maybe like the people who are St. Elizabeth, the people who are Mobile, the people who are Westmoreland, and I don't know what else not have no light. But yeah. A lot of people is attack Andrew Holness, and of course Andrew Holness must give the people the generator. Let me reason, because I don't argue with dunce and illiterate people. People with dunce and illiterate, we don't argue with them. Okay. What if those people still have the generator and them light come back and something happen at Kingston, some happen at St. Thomas or Spanish Town? I'm just saying, and they don't have no light. That same generator where Andrew Holness lent to them can use in Kingston and St. Thomas and Spanish Town. So why not attack the man? The man say I lend them it. That same generator, the way I lend them, when I've put on, it can use if it's emergency happening in Jamaica. Him not say nothing wrong. So why will I not attack him? Him get 400 generator. Him say I lend them. I lend him until the light come back. When the light fix, him a go get back the generator them. But what if something happening in Jamaica and them a go need the generator to donate to other places, other cities? You not think about that? So why will I not attack him on a phone one? Andrew Holness never did blood clot make Melissa, you know. Andrew Holness never did blood clot make Melissa, you know. Everything you know blame Andrew for. Andrew did blood clot make Melissa. And too much wickedness are going on blood clot Jamaica. Too much evilness are going on Jamaica. So Father God have to send some out there for wipe out in a blood clot. Because appear evilness are going out. They appear blood clot evilness. Only just step on blood clot Andrew Holness back. So everything depend on the man back. Andrew Holness name Melissa. Andrew Holness a storm. Andrew Holness a blood clot storm. Everything you know blame the blood clot man for. Only cannot fight one blood clot man. I don't know if you believe in a God and faith in a God. And too much witchcraft and wickedness are going to blood clot Jamaica. And who walk and bury much blood clot things in a yard. And walk and put people in how much cartridge. So Father God have to send his stamp for dig up all of them there. Dig up it. Father God have to send his stamp for dig up all of the cartridge paper, them all of the demons, them all the things that them bury in the backyard. The man say I lend the generator to the people them. Him want it back. Give him it back, of course. What if it's an emergency happening in Jamaica and they can use that same generator? Help other blood clot parish in Jamaica. Think about that. Because you know dunce. We not with dunce people about it and illiterate. You know, go away. Come after the man blood clot. Back and go. I found one. I need a Belgium Senate. I've not found money by it. A blood clot. Where?
One of the most clearest and distinct reason why I tell him to say the man wanna praise Andrew Holness. I love him. I not care about him. Hurricane Melissa hit. The Belgium government through the European Union fast emergency response team. Yeah, the Belgium government sent hundreds of generators to Jamaica. Yeah, for in aid for emergency response, like people and water supply. Them want power up if them have water supply area like pumps and all them things where you want power up, make people get water. Another thing, people can access to the generator. Now we see Andrew Holness come tell the Jamaican people them say them a lend them generator. Only for want lend them something where another country donate to the Jamaican people. Give each household a generator who it can stretch to and have them name jot down so them can benefit from the program again in the future. Hurricane or giveaway. Yeah? Them can't go benefit again. But instead of the talk about now lend them. So after you lend them and take them back. Yeah? What the people them are gonna do? In everywhere, it's shown us say we don't care zero about the Jamaican people. Them just wicked against them. Yeah, we don't get hundreds of generators. We wanna give one. That more I know.
Jamaica Prime Minister Andrew Holness, I think the Jamaican people need you to clarify some things. I don't even think it's the Jamaican people alone. I just think it's the world, because I think the world is watching. And I don't think they're really happy right now with us, especially with the help that they're offering to us and to see the corruption all over it. Now, we have a lot of people donated generators. We have one country alone donated close to 4,000 generator, I heard 5,000 generator. So now, sir, I hear you come out and said 50 of those generator you are going to loan to shopkeepers so they could open up business and run it back again. We don't hear what you're going to do with the rest. Now, I had posted and asked the question, what are you planning to do after the electricity come back on? And I heard a couple of your supporters come in the comment section and said, you are planning to store them in a warehouse until another disaster you could have them to use. Sir, are you buy them generator then? You are the Prime Minister of Jamaica. You have money because so much money have been donated to you in every disaster from COVID happened and the people them still can't get that money. If you felt that you need generator for disaster, well, you know, go buy some generator and put in a warehouse so you can't use in another disaster. Why you to take the generator them we donate to the people them talk about you are going to keep? You know what's going to happen? He's going to put them in a storehouse, a warehouse. Those generator going to disappear and then you go hear say up in investigation and then you don't hear nothing more about the investigation. Andrew Holness, did the generator to the people them where the people them donated? You're too freaking wicked, man. They're not for you, they're for the Jamaican people. Give out the generator to the people them. You want to save the generator? Go buy it yourself, for you have millions of dollars that you have got. Buy it yourself.
So Andrew Holness, the Prime Minister of Jamaica, is currently doing, a press conference about how he's planning on, getting back Jamaica up and running. So he says that the main thing, he wants to fix is getting back commerce in because, buying and selling goods, that's how people make their living. And his plan for the most remote, he said it, the remote parts of Jamaica is, for get them back electricity. And he's going to lend them generators. Now, I know he's not doing no big Generac. Generacs, they cost maybe like 5K to 15K even up. I'm pretty sure it's a regular generator I'm talk. But even if I did Generac, why you have to lend them it, Andrew? Why you can't just give them the generator? I was just so put off by that. Then he's like, oh yeah, and we have to make sure that these businesses are legitimate. So we are gonna check them with the JPs and the police. Now, Andrew, in the most remote areas, people are independent, indie owners that do them own like a shop and them own like a bar or whatever it is. Like, and I'm not saying that these people can't be certified or whatever it is, but like, I don't know. I just didn't like that. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm looking too deep in it. But just not like the fact that I lend him. I try to lend the people them, and then him want go pick and choose upstantial business. If upstantial business supposed to have them own generator, give the people them the shop owner them and the people them give them the generator them. As long as them have the proof that them have a shop.
I see the uproar about the generator them where the Prime Minister get. If Belgium donate 400 generator. Come go listen, you know. And those generators were not sent to give the people of Jamaica, if you don't understand. Those 400 generators were sent for the police stations, the schools, the hospital, and all those places in government that needed it. Now the Prime Minister take it up on him head and say I'm going to lend out some of the generator to small business owners and to people so that they can use it and give it back to him. And the whole of uno come on the internet accost the man just for him kind courtesy. Then them never come to give people because I know 400 people get destroyed in a Jamaica. Them come for the government to use them at the hospital, the airport, wherever it is that they needed them to use. And the Prime Minister come now and say I lend out some of them to people. I want to accost him. Wouldn't have no sense. Tell me now, when he give them to 400 people in the community, what the police station use? If there's another disaster, you think Belgium are going to send the next 400? Them are going to look on it and say them did send some come give the Prime Minister of Jamaica already. They are to be kept in reserve for when natural disaster come. Last night, I did ask and I wonder how it going on. But me go and go listen it for myself and that me get from it. It weren't come to disperse to people who literally lose their home. It come for the hospital emergency area, them the places that need these generators, and the government say, "Imale no some." And what the problem with no Jamaican no can't comprehend? What is the problem? Go and listen to what the Prime Minister said. They weren't come to give to ordinary civilians, but he took it upon himself and said that he's loaning out some. No, sir. Listening is fundamental.
Greetings, Jamaica, home and abroad. There's a lot of empty barrels making noise on social media about the generators. And smart people were put in position for a good reason, not to make noise and to create chaos. Now, this is a message from Minister Vaz, and he said, why loan the generators? The question asks. After the first recipient recommend to the grid, thousands of Jamaicans will still without electricity. While some can selfishly think about their own benefit from 1 out of 400 generators, a leader has the challenge of making 400 serve almost 200,000 Jamaicans in the best possible way. We have to think critical and stop think madness and divisive rhetoric. Leadership has more moving part and tougher decision to make than many would think. Our PM at his table full, and I beg us to give him support. Lots of times the pressure him after, but now let's recover together. Now, Jamaica, there you have it, the message from Mr. Vaz. Lots of people come on the media say Andrew wicked, Andrew get generator to give way and I lend it to people, then take it back. Just think about what we are saying to people. Let's say the Prime Minister give the generator to 400 people, right? 400 people and 140,000. 160,000 people left without light. Now, when them people they get back light, them are going to still keep the generator while other people don't get back light yet. People were put in leadership position for a reason, not like the dunce people who are on the internet we are make nice. And there's a lot of misinformation and wrong judgment and the government, and say people say the government now do nothing. The government are wicked. The government now do nothing for the people them. And at the same time, a lot of these people not doing nothing at all. If you're a fellow Jamaican in a situation where them have to sleep in a dirty water and asleep beside dead people, your neighboring community can help your own people in the situation. You have to wait for government when God help those who help themselves. So because the government in an authority, you have to sit down and wait for them to come help the people while you should be your brother's keeper. Just like how you want help from the government, it seems so you can help somebody else who in a worse position than you in Jamaican people. Too much negativity on the internet about the storm in Jamaica and too much pointing fingers on the storm in Jamaica. And this is a time when everybody should have just rally round and come together and say, all right, make we do it together now. We just have to put the hatred aside for the government and just work. And after the storm and Jamaica get back on their foot, we can take up back a dirty behavior again. But for now, we have to put it aside. After we get back on our foot, we can hate the Prime Minister, we can start cussing him again, we can start calling him a thief again, we can start all this manner of evil. But for now, let's put it aside and say who not do and who not do. We can't do that, black people. You're going to tell me, say, we are going to prove, say, a curse, we really curse as a people. For the country in a crisis and we can't bypass all of the negativity, the bad talking, the bad mouthing against our own people and government. We can't do that. So black people really curse if I that. If I saw a country I run. Do better as a people, man. If we all are going to perish as one. You see me? Don't divide the country right now. And we attack some JLP with upon the media cost PMP every day. On the worse than them. JLP in the PMP in the opposition. There is no need for JLP to go on the media and cost the people them every day. Be a one Jamaican anywhere you take it. You see me I say? So cut out the bad behavior, the people them, and come as one. For now, and then we can do anything after. Big up on yourself.
Hey, my lovely, lovely, wonderful, beautiful people. A pleasant Sunday afternoon to you. If you have not yet made Jesus Christ your personal Lord and Savior, please feel free to do so. He's the best being ever. Certainly, that would be the best decision you could ever make. All right, so I see a lot of people complaining and blaming Andrew Holness, although it's a government, but about the generators and him loaning it to people. That the Belgium government has shipped, because it says the Belgian government has shipped hundreds of generators, not thousands, it says hundreds of generators to the island to power up Jamaica's recovery from the devastation caused by Hurricane Melissa. I think sometimes people don't understand laws and policies and protocols when government get aids and grants in certain ways. I think people are confused. So the generators were flown into the island on Wednesday through European Union's emergency response mechanism. And the EU ambassador to Jamaica, Dr. Urja Ascola, joined the Minister of Finance, Favour Williams, and Belgian Ambassador LND de Geest at Norman Manley International Airport to receive the gifts. This forms part of the team's Europe's contribution to support the efforts of resilience and sustainable recovery in Jamaica in the aftermath of Melissa. And several EU member states have so far provided invaluable relief supplies to Jamaica. So sometimes when you hear that our country gets such and such a million, this is included in it. So it's not the raw cash. Let me explain something to you about generators. I was looking at the do's and the don'ts. It says read the manual. Always read and follow the manufacturer's operating instructions and safety guidelines. And the first thing that comes up outside of that is use outdoors only. Operate the generator in a well-ventilated area at least 20 feet away from buildings, windows, and doors to avoid carbon monoxide poisoning. You don't smell carbon monoxide and it's a silent killer. It says use heavy duty, forgive the noise in the background, use heavy duty outdoor rated extension cords that match generator's wattage output. So you have to have the right heavy duty outdoor rated extension cords. You don't just use any. You know, keep the generator filled with the right fuel and maintain oil levels as specified. Proper grounding prevents electric shock. Follow manufacturer recommendations. It's not any and all and sundry that can just get a generator. You know, always turn the generator off and let it cool before adding fuel to avoid fire explosion. It says clean air filters, check spark plugs, and service as per the maintenance schedule. Store gasoline or diesel in approved containers away from living spaces or ignition sources. So I'm looking at the different things that you have to go through. Cannot be used. Don't overload the generator. Don't operate in wet conditions. Don't use damaged cords or I mean, don't store fuel in the. Don't ignore warning signs. The average Jamaican, you know, those people who are probably struggling financially cannot. The average Jamaican who is struggling financially would not be able to maintain just the maintenance of it, even if they were to get a generator. You understand, and have all the system set in place to manage that thing. And I hear people talking about how the Jamaicans, the government, or they mentioned Andrew's name, got generators to give to the people and him keeping it for himself and deciding to lend. I want you to understand the logic and the sensibility behind him lending. Why is it that we're getting the generator, people? Let's see the bright person who will answer the question. Why is it that we're getting the generators in the first place? Oh, yes, Melissa, you're right. Because your namesake came and demolished the West predominantly, parts of the East as well. All right? And that is why we're getting it. And because Jamaica is prone to certain kinds of natural disasters, you know, the land of without water, we want to ensure that in the event that something should happen, we can use it. So in the event something should happen, forget the noise, we can use it at other places as well. You understand? So he's being very much pound wise and penny foolish. Notice I didn't say penny wise and pound foolish. Pound wise, penny foolish. Can the people afford to maintain a generator? Secondly, hundreds. You know how many people have been disenfranchised? Thousands. So who would be the determining factor or person to say, I must get this generator? That person must get this generator. Where are they going to put it? And they don't have any houses or proper houses. Look at some of the places that are flood prone and the water is rising. Are you people for real? And the generators can't be used in wet places. So what you do, you choose the best of all. You choose commercial places that are better able to manage that because they have outdoor, they have the right equipment to manage and to maintain the generator. Are the people who own a little house here and they're generating enough income where they can manage that? Do they have space, the wherewithal, the different amenities to maintain the generators? Why would they get the generators to give people? And again, who would be the determining factor to give? How would you know to give this household versus that one versus this one? Which house, when the house then blow down, are near for blow down? You realize that you have to keep it 20 feet away from your house? So to prevent carbon monoxide poisoning, and you have to have certain plugs, you have to have certain things in place, the right kind of fuel and whatnot. Jamaican people, you need to stop it. You cannot have this sort of vitriol and hate in your heart towards a man that you're saying that he's being smart. Secondly, some of the decisions that he makes is he's not making it in and of himself. It's just that he's a chief leader and he's the one that is getting up to say it. You think he doesn't have these conversations with also the opposition? And just because he's the one that is saying it, people think he's the only one making the decision. He's not. Don't let them fool you. I was listening on a program and they said Jamaica is the only country where they know where the opposition have a whole heap of talk. I'm glad for it because I believe in democracy and a balance. You understand? And it will keep the reigning party humble so that they end up treating people with dignity and with respect and with fairness and with justice. I don't have a problem with them having some semblance of a say. That's a good thing. That's good for democracy. I love our democracy. I like our freedom of speech. But freedom of speech doesn't mean spreading lies. Freedom of speech doesn't mean being disrespectful. And that is another thing. Let me tell you something. Whatever seed you sow, many of you are going to reap. The way how I hear some of you refer to the Prime Minister, let me tell you, you better be glad that this is not other countries. And I'm talking about democratic countries. You know you couldn't get away with that in the other countries that are the authoritarian ones or the dictatorial ones. And you know what I come to realize when I sit and I analyze things, because and this is where both governments, both parties are to be blamed. I'm not talking necessarily the present people who are there. This is over the decades. They have not been good in holding people accountable. So you know, when now they decide to hold people accountable, people are going to say that you're a dictator. Because people are not used to it. They're not used to it. You saw how in America, they hold people accountable. If you do this, they dog them is up, and you see how everybody comply because they practice that over the years. So people are used to it. It's going to be very difficult for people to get used to it. It's like both. If either of the two come in power, they would have to hold steadfast in enacting the laws. The laws have been there, you know. So when you see sometimes the governments come and they say they're doing this and that, the laws have already been there in many of the cases, you know. Sometimes they tweak it, yes, but they have not been good in enacting them. We're lawless. There is a spirit of disrespect in this land that is unbelievable, and one day God is going to judge everybody on that. The spirit of the way how I hear some people speak and talk about the Prime Minister, you think that you're going to be blessed? You think that God is going to give you a badge of honor? Don't worry, man. Your day is coming. Your day is coming. Your day is coming. Many of you are beyond rude and disrespectful, and you could not get away with such in other countries. But these politics, again, and when I say these, not necessarily current ones, you know, from before, they allow these things. They never held people accountable. But anyway, people, what he's doing is correct in terms of loaning it to the business places, and so you can't just give individual houses. And where the houses to? Anyway, guys, you know what to do. Read TikTok and YouTube. Subscribe. Give me one of those lions. Follow me on.
Good morning, TikTok. I come here raga. If you notice, I come here raga because this right now, the art have boss. So tell me something now, Mr. Andrew Holness. More have you know something now. Where the year before the election, you're there out and you beg the people them to vote for you. You're out there, I spend how much in money. Melissa the hurricane just passed Jamaica, damage Jamaica. When you da give the election money, the $5,000 them in the green shirt them, you never tell the people them say them to return the money you lend them it. You tell them that? So tell me something now. If a country donate generator for help out with disaster, you receive it, you know. You receive it. And you want to tell me, say, I'm going to lend Jamaica people them. Let us say, no, you're going to lend them it. I lend them the gear for lend out. Then give people them to get it for free. It's donation. After them put your hand back, after you thief Jamaica so much, them still give back another chance. And the chance now, you just show the people them say, you never care about them because them already get paid for them ex. Them already get paid for them ex. So that's tell Jamaica right now. Get the people them the generator. I mean, I tell them to say no. Like, you know, the country them will send them generator to put sanction on you. Oh, you for extortion. Something was given to you to give to people for free. You for just give them. With no question back it. You know, if you ask no question. The people that will get affected, you should be giving them this. And me not say None of the green people them are come and attack, you know. Me notice this from the election. Me only see them and put up donation. Every one of the green people them, where they on TikTok every day, you not even, you have TikTok account and you follow none of them. But yet still me still put up donation. I would have never done it $1. I would have never done it $1. Me I tell you that, I would never done it $1. Because a phone no one good enough do it for. Anybody will donate to Uno, I just feel fun if we put in on a 7 pan, for fun another election. It now work. Anything me I send to Jamaica, it a go straight to the people who are affected. It a go straight to them. Them. Look on this now. Somebody donate this to me. Remember saying now meat come to. That's why you right? Couple dice. And if the person is send this and some give it to somebody, me not go charge them for this. I would never. And say me I go lend them it. Me I give them it straight up. So when you get on me out, when you not give out the 500, the $5,000 in the green shirt, you never say I lend them it. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. We don't put respect for your name. We don't put respect for your name. This would make we respect you. And say, yes, you are doing the right thing. No, man. You make it public and somebody have it record. If say, you're not good. You not mean Jamaica not good. You just mean your pocket good. So you want to tell me now when you give the generator we're doing it to the people who are affected. You affected? More I know if you are affected. Would I tell everybody in Jamaica say if you tell you to keep it. Keep it. And I hope the country them will send them generator they see you and put a sanction upon you. You need a sanction. So you can't go nowhere. You is just a thief. The biggest criminal Jamaica ever see. In a disaster time. Right? Disaster time. When they not put you in, everybody they back at you and you are cheer on. Cheer on. But me never know so Jamaica that come. You see, it take one stamp to know. No? One stamp to know who is the representative of Jamaica. One stamp. I mean, I see none of the vlogger them will come up here so motivational Miller will look like say you the give him diaper when he young. Cause you must give him some diaper when he young and end for meal. If you make every day and come on the internet a speak about you and you not even follow him. You not even follow him. Me say someone who go and sink like Port Royal. You know what pirate. This just show the world or Jamaica criminal organization and you are part of it. Part of it. Because donation and you thief it. We can't believe this. You want to hold on for everything. Extortionist. Extortionist. Why? And I want to see who are coming in the comment section and come for me. I'm going to tell you now, Mr. Andrew Holness, give people them the generator for free. A free come there and a free come for donate. No prize. Uka, no.
So good night. So the generators that was donated to Jamaica, right? Me personally said they are to give to individual person in the community, like household. That don't make no sense. And most of the person when I talk, me know them that they are Jamaica. Most of the person when I talk, them I talk politics. And politics nothing of this. We have to take in consideration, say, majority of person, especially in Westmoreland, don't have a house. Don't have no house, including my family. Including my family. Majority of them don't have a house. But what you can find is probably a supermarket was still standing. Probably the community center still standing. The schools, primary, all age, high school, those schools. And yes, that's the best place for the generators to go. Make no sense to give it to individual person. Some of them can't even afford to buy gas to put in a generator. Yeah? Some of them, even when the gas them can buy gas, they are not mobile to go get gas because a person have to leave from all the way up, from St. and Senti, from Westmoreland to St. Elizabeth, or from Westmoreland to Mandeville just to get some gas. It's difficult now because some of the gas station then damaged and there's no gas station. So the best place for it to go is to schools that is still standing, some business place that need to be reopened so business can flow, so people can get
provision. They can get food there and so forth. Probably some juice can start store there so person can buy it and person can go there go charge them phone. Because if you give individual person, you go hear say you give it to PNP and you give it to Labour Right. That make no sense. But if you give it to a supermarket, and you give it to a school, and you give it to some local shops in the community, because every single shop, every single community in Jamaica have a local shop where majority of citizens buy from. So those are some of the best people for you to give the generators to. And then when electricity come back, whenever current come back, you take it from them, and if the next part of the community did not get it, or it was too far off for them, you give it to them. Because if you get 400 generator, how much family are going to get it, or how much household, and most of the household are going to get it is the one that was still standing. And those persons, someone and two of them probably have generator already. So you're going to give it to person who are sleep outside, and it's not even healthy for them to have it out there and not taking all of that gas and all of that. It can kill them with young babies. So the best place we do give it to is business place, school that are shelters, or some local shop that is still standing, you know, place like that. Why you give it to individual person? Probably they out there and someone just drive, come with mobile and thief it. The government have to loan it. We give it to the citizen and we give it to the communities, same way. Local shops and so forth, certain business places, so you can say hand it over back whenever you get back electricity. People can go there, go charge them phone without paying. But if you give it to individual person will start behave like it's their own. And person will pay for charge them phone like what happened already. It's gonna be too much, it's gonna be a chaos. Anyway, give it to individual person. And no person who thought they are not in Jamaica, they don't know nothing, they just talk and understand the whole system. Why you gonna give it to the household? Explain why a household will get it out of 400 generator. How much person in that community will be able to use it? Majority of person already are go certain place to get call, right? To get calls, to call them family, where the Starlink is. So if you give more business places and they can set up makeshift shops or a local area where a person can come and charge them phone and so forth with that generator, it's better than give a household. The household are going to boss it up and you're going to hear one next side, then give it to that one because in a politics and in a PNP, and then give it to that one because in a JLP. One bag of chaos. Make no sense.
Jamaica continues to receive strong international support following the devastation of Hurricane Melissa. This morning, Minister Fieval Williams, Ambassador Sheila Sealy-Monteith, Permanent Secretary MFAFT, and Ambassador Urja Ascola, EU Belize/Bahamas, welcomed a delegation from Belgium at the cargo ramp of Norman Manley International Airport, NMIA. The government of Belgium donated 400 generators to assist Jamaica's ongoing recovery efforts, a gesture described as a powerful symbol of global friendship and solidarity. As the nation works to rebuild homes and restore critical infrastructure, these generators will provide much-needed power and relief to communities most affected by the storm. The government of Jamaica extended heartfelt thanks to Belgium for standing with the Jamaican people in this time of need, reaffirming the strength of international partnerships in times of crisis.
Stop defending foolishness and make it seem as if the JLP knows what they're doing. They do not know what they're doing. Get the technocrats. People are dying. People are dying for hunger. People are thirsty. People are exposed to health risks. People are suffering because this dunce government, forgive me, ladies of I'm getting very emotional now because the more I think about it, Ishmael, the arrogance is what is causing this country to suffer.
While they are acting arrogant, there is
arrogance that is causing me to get
emotional ticking, and at every tick it ticks, somebody dies, somebody starves, somebody is becoming more malnourished, somebody, the sun is hitting them so hard that they can't move anymore, somebody catches another disease in the western part of the island. Every single time they open their mouths about they know what they're doing, and this is happening, and this plan is happening, and this plan is happening, and this is happening, and that is happening. They don't realize that somebody else is being affected to their detriment.
Exactly. So, and Dr. Dawes said it perfectly in the conference held recently. We cannot control natural disasters. When a natural disaster come, it come. But we will create a man-made one if we continue to act as if we now have no sense. And I'm saying this tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for the government to be honest with themselves, get in the experts. Stop trying to shift around institutions under your government and under your office. This was a very bad time to change the leadership of ADPEM. It was a very bad time to reinstate ADPEM.
And we're going to make those generators available we're going to start with 50 in the most impacted and remote communities. We will loan them the generators. But of course, there will be some requirements for compliance issues and to ensure that they are established operations that we can enter into cooperation with. So, of course, we would have to verify that they are a legitimate operation. So we would ask the JPs, the police, and other established persons in the area to vouch for their credibility. And we're going to ask the Jamaica Business Development Corporation to lead that, along with the DBJ. We're going to also ask them if they would be willing to partner with the government to give us storage capacity. Some of them may have a strong room. They may have a room or two where we can store things. That would multiply the number of areas that we have from which we can stage operations. Because right now, CDS tells me that they have 22 staging areas that they have established right across Jamaica.
Okay, guys, you've all heard what Jamaicans are saying about the donated generators by the good government of Belgium. Guys, yes, let that sink in. These generators, that actually they have not been gifted to schools, not sent to hospitals, not given to struggling families who are still trying to keep the lights on, but loaned. As in, you'll have to borrow them, guys. And to make it even more interesting, he's saying that he's going to start with 50 generators. What will happen to the 350 ones? Of course, some will be like, man, this guy wants to sell them. Man, I mean, why are you turning donations into business? I know. But of course, there are those who will be understanding and be like, these generators were donated to the government of Jamaica, not to the individuals. Okay, guys, I want you to imagine this. The power goes out in your neighborhood. You have elderly people. There are small shops that are trying to keep the freezer cold. We have children not probably going to school, but doing their homework under the candle light or by the candle light. And then again, hear that somewhere, probably in Kingston, in St. Elizabeth, in Trelawney, there is a warehouse full of donated generators just sitting there, waiting to be loaned out like library books. Of course, you'll feel some kind of way, you know. I mean, you'll just have some feelings. Anyway, according to the clips that we just listened, you know, a lot of reports outside here are making rounds on various platforms that the generators were part of a goodwill gesture from Belgium, a donation that was meant to help Jamaica strengthen its resilience against power outages, especially after storms and natural disasters. Guys, we're going to be really fair about this. We're going to look at the other side of those who are not in support and this other side of those who are supporting the government, so that at least our video will be fair. So instead of being treated as gifts to people, the government reportedly plans to control distribution through a loan program. I don't know what you think about that. So, on paper, the Prime Minister's office argued that it's about accountability on paper, and they want to make sure that the equipment is properly used, properly maintained, and available for future emergencies. And of course, that's a fair point in theory, right? They want to loan it to you. When the power comes back, they take back the generators, keep it probably in a store somewhere, and then later on, when there'll be some other disasters or earthquake or something like Melissa, they again loan it out. Okay, that's the context that they're trying to explain to the people. Here is where the real issue is. The optics are terrible. So when you say loan and donation in the same sentence, it just doesn't sit right with anybody, not only Jamaicans, with anyone, especially in these tough economic times. So I saw someone saying that if Belgium gave Jamaicans the generators for free, why would Jamaicans have to borrow what's already theirs? I mean, that really makes sense. Okay, we also had someone saying that imagine getting charity and then you are turning it into business. Does that even make sense? Remember, guys, we are all different in this world. How you'll understand this story is not the same way as how I'll understand it, and it's not the same way as even the person next to you, seated next to you, will understand. You know, it's a story outside there, and the Prime Minister said something, but our level of understanding or how we understand things are different. And that's why we say that in this world, you know, nobody is the same. Okay, this whole sentiment captures a certain mood in the online space, of course. We are seeing disappointment, frustrations, and a very deep sense of disconnect between the leadership and the Jamaicans. I don't know if you saw that kind of mood, you know. So this whole story touches something bigger than just generators. I want you to understand that. It taps into the long history of mistrust, you know, among the people, between the people and the leadership, you know, and how also donations have been managed from time immemorial since now. So what people are asking is that why does it always feel like we are on the, you know, outside looking in? I mean, even when helps come our way, why should we be the one that we look like we are on the outer side trying to, you know, look in? No, that's not the way to go. And for many Jamaicans, these generators represented hope and a little relief from the constant struggle of high electricity bills and reliable water power supply. And the moment they add the word loan, that hope of course turned into confusion, anger, fury, name them. It's not even about the metal and the fuel. It's about fairness, guys. Remember that. This story is all about fairness, about the feeling that something meant to uplift the people once again tied up in bureaucracy and control. Let's be fair a little bit now and look on the other side of, you know, those who support this whole issue of the government loaning out the generators to the people of Jamaica. You know, there could be more to this story. Probably the government might be having reasons. Maybe they are trying to make sure that generators don't get misused or sold off, or maybe it's part of a structured emergency response plan, future structured, you know, emergency response plan. But here is the thing, guys. When people are struggling, when citizens feel unheard, even good intentions can sound like bad decisions. And if they are not communicated clearly, it's going to cause a lot of problems, a lot of mistrusts. So it's all about how you tell the people. You cannot just say, we got donations, but we are loaning them to you, and not expect backlash. Yeah, that's what the Prime Minister actually did, telling them, we have donations, but we are going to loan them to you. What do you expect? You already had Jamaicans how they were speaking from the videos that we just played. So I can honestly tell you that transparency matters a lot, because the Jamaicans are actually trying to speak here and there. They are paying attention, extreme attention. They are questioning. They are holding leaders accountable, and that is very powerful. Power belongs to the people. So let's now look at the bigger picture. This whole situation, in a way, reflects a larger conversation across the Caribbean. How governments handle foreign aid, how much our citizens trust their leaders, and how social media is changing the narratives. In the past, stories like this might have gone quietly, but not anymore. With the presence of social media platforms, not anymore. Just one video like this, everything changes, and in fact it goes viral. So here is my take. Belgium's gesture was meant to empower the Jamaican people, to give light in times of darkness. But how that light is shared now depends on leadership and on listening to the people who live those dark nights. It's terrible. It's actually very terrible. I remember me listening to this video. It was just terrible how these people are trying to say it out here. So thank you so much if you really watched the video up to this point. I appreciate your presence, and I love you to the moon and back. Thank you for subscribing. I'll see you in the next video. I love you to the moon and back.